Hello, I would like to introduce myself before going to start the lecture. Today we are going to study the beautiful topic based on father returning home. I myself Professor Hardas A.D. from Citizen College of Commerce. Well, there is a topic in 12th standard in the poetry section, Father Returning Home, written by the poet Dilip Chitre. He has identified himself with the themes discussed throughout this poem. And in the beginning itself, in the icebreakers, students are expected to respond to the given question. You are free to share your views in relation to the said question. As you know that there are many problems in day-to-day life students have to face while going from home towards college and attend their lectures. So students, you are going to tell the whole class your difficulties so that you can write at the time of exam if the question is set like this, because these are the personal responses to be given by you. Take a look at the question given here first. Discuss with your partner the difficulties that you face while commuting to and from the college by public transport. Now, with the help of the buses, you travel from place to place. What difficulties do you face in your day-to-day life? For example, bus stops are not located near us. That's why one has to walk long distances in order to catch the bus. Sometimes the buses are delayed and one can face difficulties in attending the regular classes. So that can be the answer you can write in the first line. Second problem, bus transportation doesn't have proper schedule. Therefore, we will have to face the problems in order to catch the bus. We have to wait there for long hours. In the B section, you can write the answer like this. Bus transportation doesn't have proper schedule, therefore we will have to wait for long hours. Now C, while writing the point C, there are lots of stops in the journey. If our destination is only for 10 kilometers away from one place to another, there will be more than 20 stops. So we have to suffer a lot while going from one place to another. The answer you can write, there are lots of bus stops, crowded buses and trains, you can write. Sometimes we may miss the important lectures due to not coming the buses on time. So this can be the problem one has to face in day-to-day life. The last point, if you like to answer, you can give the way you like. There are few reserved seats for ladies, old people and physically disabled people. Some seats are reserved and they are occupied by the people mentioned here, just like ladies, old people and disabled people. So it is not good for the students. Sometimes they don't have the place to sit in the empty places or seats, you can say that. So these are the different difficulties one has to face while commuting from one place to another or from home to the college while making the journey. Well friends, as you know that students are definitely have difficulties in these ways, and you can write your answers at the time of exam. There are personal response type questions are set and students have to act on, write the correct answers the way they feel good. So this is how the first point we have taken into consideration. You are free, you are at liberty, you can write your own difficulties at the same time. These are the examples we have seen so far. The more you have the ideas of writing your own difficulties, you can write. So these are the specimen examples given here or we have discussed. Well, there is another point we will take into consideration given in the icebreakers. Well friends, there is another question set for you to respond to the question set written here on the board itself. Now take into consideration what responses are expected on the part of the students themselves in relation to the question set here. The similar problems are faced by the other commuters on the way to their work. Imagine their plight and suggest 3 solutions. Now you can understand that people who go from their home towards the working place, that process is called as commuting. To commute means a person has to go from home to the working place by using the transportation, namely buses and trains. And the person who makes the journey from home to the working place is called a commuter. Okay, so there are many commuters who face difficulties regularly. So 3 solutions are to be written by you. The first one is done on the board itself, giving them your place to sit, so that the person should not have any problem while going from one place to another while making the journey. The second point you can write, we should arrange special bus or public transport for senior citizens and physically disabled people. For senior citizens and the people who are disabled, the arrangement can be done for their convenience in order to commute from place to place. The next, the government should decide proper schedule of public transportation. The government should take care of the people who are suffering a lot while commuting from place to place. So it is the government that steps in order to solve the problems of the people or commuters, you can say that. The last but not the least, you can just write in your own way. You are free, you are at liberty to write your own responses at the time of exam. Now the next you can write like this: the government should send extra buses, therefore we can reduce crowds. Now one can understand that if the crowd is there, so it's very difficult for the commuters to go from place to place. So the government should make some kind of convenience for the commuters, and buses should be sent by the government officers so that the crowds can be decreased in strength. Well, while making the journey from place to place, the rules should be observed on the part of the commuters, so that there should not be any kind of chaotic situations for the crowds or confusion in the minds of the commuters. If the rules are observed time to time, there will not be any situation of disorder or inconvenience for commuters. As we have taken into consideration the 2 points given here in relation to the ice breakers. Then there is another point we will take into consideration. You are asked complete the following tables. Well friends, there will be another topic that you are going to write your own views, your ideas, your thoughts while responding to the questions like this. Now complete the following table. It is expected that students should just write the proper words where you are expected to write them. Now the first column, A section, in which you are asked the way our elders take care of us. Now we understand that in the family our elders do take care of us, and in return we are going to do the same, the way you can take care of your elders in your family. Now it is our responsibility, it is our duty to take care of the elders in the family at the same time. Just like they keep on taking care of us in the beginning when we are very small as a child, they do take care of us, and when they become old, so it is our responsibility to just return the same way. We have to take care of them at the same time. So in support of this question, we should write the answers that we are expected to write. Now a few words are used: love and protect us, and in response help them in daily chores. Now in the beginning the elders love us, take care of us, protect us from any harm, and we are to help them in daily chores. It is said that chores means, you know, that the routine work, a work which is rather tedious but needs to be done time and again. करावायची कंटाळवाणी कामे, in Marathi we call it washing, cleaning, sweeping, dusting, watering the plants, etc. So these are the chores to be done at home. So we should help them, the elders at home, while supporting them. Then another example we can have: so it is the elders who guide us, support us, educate us in the beginning. In response, we can write spend time with them. So we should spend our valuable time with the elders at home, so that they feel very comfortable, very enjoyable, very pleasant. They should not feel any tiredness. Okay, they should not feel alienated from the society. They can share with us, and we should also share our thoughts and ideas more regularly, so that they can enjoy the latter part of life with ease. Then next point we can write The elders used to tell us fairy tales so that we could get enough information how to just pass on the heard stories to the next generation. So stories are narrated, stories are told by the elders at home when we are young. And next, when give them mental and moral support. When it comes to us, so it is our responsibility to give them mental and moral support. When they are in need of our help, support, at that moment, we should act on support the elders at home so that they feel very pleasant at home. This is how you can add your own views while responding to the questions set at the time of exam. There is another point we will take into consideration afterwards. Well, there is another topic, you to respond. Students are expected to write their own views in relation to the question set here. Now, you are going to write some points under the words mentioned here, written on the board itself. Now, first of all, family and then school, college. In relation to these points, some classifications, categories in which you are going to write your own ideas. In the beginning itself, parents, what they do for the children and what they expect from the young ones at home. It is expected that to give respect to them. You should write the first point. You can write to give respect to parents. Then to share their responsibilities, whatever the responsibilities are there on their part to be done, it is our duty at the same time to share their responsibilities. You can write this. Then to discuss family problems and help them to solve it. So it is us who should just keep on making the discussion with them and try to solve the problems of the parents at the same time. So these are the points you keep on writing if you are to ask to be written by you at the time of exam. So the next point is siblings. You can write to be a role model for youngsters. Our behavior should be in accordance with the rules and others should imitate the way we behave with others. So we should become the role models for others or youngsters. Be friendly. Siblings, brothers and sisters must be friendly. There should not be any kind of quarrel, altercations among the siblings. In Marathi we call it bhavande, brothers and sisters. So their behavior should be very friendly. The next point can be written like this: protect them and teach them good values. So they are expected to protect them and treat everyone with values and teach them good values, how to comport with others, how to give proper respect to the elders at home. They should be taught in the beginning itself, so that if some unknown people come to you, they should give proper respect, show some kind of proper respect towards them. So these are the things are expected to be written at the time of exam. Then to care of them and show the best way for good future. The proper way should be shown to them. They should just keep on making the imitation of good things so that they can create their own identity in the society. Proper values should be followed on the part of siblings. Then grandparents. What are the responsibilities and what jobs to be done by grandparents? At home, the proper respect should be shown to grandparents at the same time. As you know that respect to their views and thoughts, take care of their health, because if they become very old at that very moment, we have to take care of them. We should give proper care. We must treat them with great care. If they are in some kind of trouble, it is our responsibility to help them, support them, and just furnish whatever the wishes they like to have from us. Then it is our responsibility to take care of their health at the same time. Most of the time what happens that they need our support, and at that very moment we must keep on taking care of their health. If they expect us to take them to the doctors, we should at once, without any delay, should take them to the hospital or wherever they want to go. Next, spend time with them when they become very old, they like to have our company with them, and so that we should spend much of our time with them. They feel very comfortable, they enjoy others' company, they like to keep talking, whatever the experiences they want to share with us, they share, and we must listen to the words, thoughts, ideas, stories, wishes, etc. from them. Then we should learn values from them. They have their own wishes, values, they like to give advice to others, and it is our responsibility to get advice from grandparents and learn most of the values, because throughout their careers, throughout their life, they have maintained some values, and we must learn proper values from their experiences and get as much advice as we can, so that our career can become very fruitful, very successful, very productive, I must say, because these are the people who like to pass on their good values and advice to the next generation, and it is the responsibility of the new generation to take help whatever the wishes they have to pass on to us. So values should be taken from grandparents and learn most of the values from their experiences. Well, I hope that most of the things we have learned under the category of the term family. The next, school, college, where 2 points are to be developed by us. In the beginning, teachers, what are expected to be done by the children? Under the category of teachers, we should write observe, obey their instructions, orders. Second, learn everything from them with modesty, because teachers like to give good things to the students, and it is the responsibility of the students to show proper respect towards the teacher. With modesty, one has to learn a great deal of things from their own experiences. So, obey their instructions and orders, learn everything from them with modesty. Next, give respect them. So, they should be given proper respect, so that we can get as much knowledge as we can from their own experiences. That's why it is said that experience is the best teacher. Teachers are always ready to help others, to share their views, experiences, so that others can make their careers with great success. They can accomplish, they can acquire a great deal of success with the help of the experiences the teachers have got. Well, the last but not the least, we can have classmates. Classmates have to be friendly, be helping, be generous and courteous, and give them moral support that they want. Take them away from bad habits. So, classmates, if they are in the bad habits, they should be shown the proper way to recorrect or just rectify their bad habits. Classmates can be mended with the help of the proper ways, proper instructions on the part of the teachers and classmates. Classmates should behave with one another with friendly atmosphere, I must say, so that they can develop their career to a larger extent. Well friends, as we have come to the conclusion of this session, you have learned through these points mentioned on the board itself in the icebreakers. Students have to respond to the questions set there so that they will make the habit of making their communication all the time in the classroom. They can develop their communication skills, because it is the participation of the students can make all the difference in their careers. Teachers like to pass on their own experiences. They teach good values to the students. Students have to show the positive response. They have to respect the teachers' advice as well, because they are the people who get the advantage of their sheer experiences. So I hope that you must have understood whatever the points we have taken into consideration today. So thank you for your active participation in this session. We will see the next part of this poem. Till then, goodbye.